Ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas Eve. Hope all is well. Before I jump into the question from yesterday, I feel like a few of you guys sent me the same question. I want to explain why I've been so consistent and maybe annoying, relentless, whatever you want to call it, about pushing adaptation, right? I think now and forever you'll agree the way consumers are getting recommendations or get recommendations has changed. I think that's something that we can all agree on, right? Referrals, they still matter. You'll still get them, but most consumers no longer stop there, right? Even if they ask a friend, they'll turn to AI just to validate your recommendation. They turn to what they believe is the most intelligent and, like I said yesterday, the most objective source available, right? Whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, whatever it is, and then they make decisions fast, right? I think the shift has leveled the playing field, right? Agent 100 and Agent 600 in 2026 have the same opportunity, I believe. It's no longer about who's been around the longest. It's no longer about who knows the most people. Uh, you might say it's still about making a lot of noise, but it's more about who's visible, who's credible, who's organized, who has a clear online path, right? Um, it's about who shows up consistently with real information. This is why we've been so particular about the way we've been building your back end. That's why I've been pushing on all these systems. That's why I care about like your website, your data, your documents, right? I'll show you in a second what that means. Your reviews, your content, and speed, right? Everything has to be instant, like I mentioned yesterday. That's why I've been wanting our tech focused on our tech. That's why we built our tech 8, 9 years ago. I'm not saying this to scare you. I think it's exciting though. I want you to be excited about it. This is one of those rare moments where change creates all those opportunities for those who are willing to adapt. I want us to trailblaze this whole entire thing. I want John Hart agents to be the ones, the consumer AI, everyone keeps recommending. So you guys asked me for a demo, recorded demo. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And as you guys know, all now your transactions are my transactions, my listings, my purchases, my closings. Go ahead and play around with all of it, right? And make sure that you go into each and every single file. You'll notice most of your files are full. All the RPAs, the disclosures, the addendums, counters, reports, everything should be in here now. Okay, so definitely look into this and play around with it. But one thing I did want to show you and make sure that you guys are utilizing is the new AI feature in the blog builder. Okay, click on AI and then add an image. So, for example, I already downloaded this image that says, "I don't wait for buyers to come to me," and then prompt it with, "Write me a 500 word blog and about the attached, and make sure to include a CTA with all my contact info." Okay. And all you got to do is click on generate, and then it'll take about 5 to 10, 15 seconds, depending on how what the outline looks like, because we want to make sure that it's not clunky. We want to make sure that it's well it's put up properly in your blog. So as you can see here, it's not going to it looks really professional, and that's how we wrote it. We asked it for it to be professional. And then don't forget to assign a category. Okay. If you assign a category, if you assign the right category, so for example, for this specific one, I might assign a home ownership and wealth category. And then if you want to publish it for later, all you got to do is just set the date for, like, for example, tomorrow or Friday or whatever it is. Don't forget that if you are publishing it for later and you're logged in, you're gonna still see it, but obviously your clients and the public don't have swarm access. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys understand that this is something that I'm very particular on as far as you being the only agent that AI recommends. Cheers.